Hi, welcome to School Zone. I'm Jamie Ramsey. I love this time of year, the smell of freshly sharpened pencils and the excitement that's in the air with the start of a new school year. The Show Low Unified School District would like to welcome our interim superintendent, Mr. Kevin St. John, and today we're here to talk a little bit about him and his plans for this year. Welcome, Mr. St. John.
Thank you. It's great to be here. I'm very grateful and humbled to have the position here, and my focus is to help Show Low Unified to be the best school system that we can be.
Great. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you come from, and some of your background with education?
Sure. So originally from Montana. Most of my career, this past year, I did an interim superintendent position in Idaho. So about half my career I was a teacher, maybe a little less than half, and then a little over half I've been a superintendent of school districts, a little bit smaller, but nonetheless an administrator for a long time, just a little over 36 years in education.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are some of your plans or ideas for this coming year?
Yeah, so my professional, really even kind of personal goals is to get to know the district. That's the most important thing. It's challenging enough and difficult decisions to make, but we need information. So I need to get to know what our school board desires in terms of goals. We're trying to actually analyze some data for Show Low and come up with some district goals to work with the principals and directors of the school system and the teachers, custodians, cooking, food service staff, transportation, facilities, just the whole gamut, which ultimately kind of falls from this office to make sure that everybody's successful and meeting goals within their specific areas.
Great.
Yeah.
So you're new to Arizona in this area. What are your initial thoughts about it?
Well, it's a wonderful location and a wonderful climate. So if anybody's been a little further up north, say in Montana or Idaho, right now it's maybe pretty comparable. Actually, weirdly, it's a little bit cooler here in Show Low than back home in Montana, which is a good thing. And I think once the winter season hits, it's even going to be a little bit better to be here. So it's obviously a great location from being in the mountains. Most importantly, it's really about people, no matter what environment or terrain and location that I'm in. And I'm really happy and impressed with the quality of people that I've been meeting and working with.
All right, great. Well, do you have anything else that you would like to share with our audience to get to know you a little bit?
Sure. I think there's kind of 5 areas that are really important for if you're trying to assess a high quality school system. So I'm going to call those the Cougar 5 or the Show Low 5. We're calling them the Cougar Way. One, it's about relationships. So it's about communicating and working well with people. It's about having high standards, high academic standards. It's also about making sure that we're result oriented. It's kind of easy we want to look at our effort and say, well, I'm doing great things, but really in the end, it's got to be connected to our students. So we want our students to be lifelong learners. So we know in the education business, it's difficult to measure that, or it's going to take a long time. But we will look at our assessments and things like that, because we can do that now and look at how we're doing things, sort of in the end kind of hoping that they are lifelong learners, but looking at our data in that regard to make sure that we're a high quality school. So we can't say we're doing well unless our kids are doing well. So we want to connect it to our students. We want to be about teamwork. So that's of course within our staff and how we're functioning as a school district, and really beyond that with our parents and those kinds of things too. I like to think that if we had all orphans, we're going to do really, really well here at Show Low, but we just can't reach the same level without good, positive connections with our parents in our homes. So we want to be collaborative and have good teamwork with them so that we can reach the highest level possible. I just left a PTO organization out at Linden Elementary, and what a really cool group, and it was a large amount of parents that were there that are helping and teaming with us, say at Linden, so that's a good example of that. And then just lastly, that we're all about kids. We love our kids, we want our kids to do well, and so everything we do is, whatever decision and work that we're doing, it's got to be kid related.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We are so happy to have you here, and we hope that you have a wonderful and successful year.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is School Zone.